Well, the Minister of Art, Culture, Tourism and the Creative Economy says the return of 119 artifacts from the Netherlands will serve as a catalyst for cultural tourism in Nigeria. Anato Musa Mustawa made this known during the official handover ceremony at the National Museum in Lagos. Senior reporter Olawako captures this historic moment.
In 1897, colonial forces looted invaluable artifacts from the ancient Benin Kingdom, an act that severed a cultural and spiritual link between a people and their heritage. For decades, efforts have been underway to reclaim these stolen treasures. Now, under the administration of President Bola Tinubu, that long-fought battle is bearing fruit. This historic gathering marks the return of 119 artifacts from the Netherlands. It is a moment of cultural restoration formalized by the official handover to Nigeria through the National Commission for Museums and Monuments under the Ministry of Art, Culture, Tourism and the Creative Economy. Of the 119 artifacts, 4 are currently on display here at the National Museum, while the rest have already been returned to the Oba of Benin, the spiritual and traditional custodian of these historic artifacts. This repatriation not only mends a wound in Nigeria's cultural fabric, but also ushers in a renewed era of cultural diplomacy and cooperation between Nigeria and the Netherlands.
Today we celebrate the return of 119 Benin bronzes. And for us, it's said before, restitution is not just about objects or giving them back. It's about connecting, about working towards a joint future.
For us, when objects are returned to their rightful place, you're not just restoring something that was stolen. You're restoring the pride and dignity of the people they were taken from in the first place. And that pride and dignity goes a long way in how those people not just view themselves, but how they view the world.
The signing ceremony stands as a monumental chapter in Nigeria's cultural history. It is being hailed as the single largest repatriation of artifacts in the nation's history. The minister describes the returned artifact as a powerful act of restoring dignity, memory, and identity long denied.
The return of these bronzes underscores the critical importance of heritage preservation and cultural promotion as central tenets of our national identity. As a nation rich in diversity and history, Nigeria's culture heritage serves as both a beacon of pride and cornerstone of our creative economy.
Ever since the 1897 incident of arson and looting of the artifacts by the British colonial forces, my people were demoralized from the traumatic experience, which severely compromised our psyche, morale, and dignity. My forefathers, Oba Eweka II, Oba Akenzwa II, and Oba Ediawa, worked tirelessly to restore the pride and identity of our people, pushing for a return of these artifacts.
Tourism stakeholders and cultural enthusiasts are optimistic that these developments will further energize heritage conservation and promote cultural tourism.
When a people or a government or a race admits to wrongdoing or admits to returning what's not theirs to the rightful owners, it's a sign of integrity, honor, and respect for the owners of the product. So for me, I think it's a very good beginning.
We are working on a very robust and intricate plan whereby we put the right kind of ecosystem and infrastructure in place that will be able to house not only the many artifacts that we hope to bring back before the next 2 years, but to ensure that when they're brought back, they're kept in a condition whereby many, many generations after this will be able to enjoy them. And then the return of the artifacts is somewhere where we want to create, again, that ecosystem that will boost tourism.
The official handover of 119 artifacts from the Netherlands to Nigeria is an indication of a stronger cultural ties between Nigeria and the Netherlands. And this is also a reawakening of the cultural identity of the Nigerian people. Ola Awakon, TVC News, Lagos.